Believe in yourself. Simple words, powerful words, life-changing words. But what does it really mean? To believe in yourself? Is it just wishful thinking? A pat on the back? Or is it something deeper? Something that moves mountains? Something that creates miracles? You see, belief is the starting point, the seed, the foundation. Without belief, nothing grows. No success, no progress, no change. You must believe in yourself when no one else does. That makes you a winner right there. Imagine this. Two people start the same journey. One believes deep down they will make it. The other doubts every step. Who do you think will finish? Who will push through the storms? Who will rise after every fall? Belief is not a luxury. It is a necessity, a force that turns thoughts into action, dreams into reality. In this speech, we will explore why believing in yourself is the greatest investment you can make, how it shapes your mindset, how it fuels your discipline, how it separates the successful from the stagnant. Success is predictable. It's not luck, and it's not magic. It's hard work and discipline and belief. Are you ready to believe? Ready to transform your life? Then let's begin. You must believe in yourself when no one else does. That makes you a winner right there. There is a moment in every person's life when the world seems to doubt them, when the voices around you whisper, sometimes shout that you're not enough, that your dreams are too big, that you won't make it. Maybe it's a friend. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's the crowd. And often, it is the loudest voice you hear. The voice of others telling you to quit, to settle, to conform. But here is the truth. You don't need anyone else's permission to believe in yourself. Because belief, true belief, is not about convincing others. It is about knowing your worth, your potential, your ability, even when no one else sees it. Success is not to be pursued. It is to be attracted by the person you become. That person starts with belief. Believing in yourself can be a lonely road. You may walk it alone. You may face silence or even opposition. But consider this. Every great success, every great achievement began with a belief that refused to be shaken by doubt or criticism. Think about the inventors, the artists, the leaders. They were told no. They were doubted. They were misunderstood. Yet, they believed. Not because the world believed in them, but because they believed in themselves. If you don't design your own life plan, chances are you'll fall into someone else's plan. And guess what they have planned for you? Not much. Belief gives you the blueprint to design your own life. Now, some confuse belief with blind faith. They think believing means ignoring facts, ignoring reality, ignoring advice. But that is not belief. Belief is not a fairy tale. True belief is rooted in realism and hope. It is grounded in understanding your current situation, your strengths, and your weaknesses, yet choosing to see beyond the present limitations. Belief is saying, I may not have all the answers now, but I trust I will find my way. It is commitment, not certainty. When others doubt you, it's easy to question yourself. But here are some keys to hold on to your belief, even in the hardest times. 1. Remember your why. Why did you start this journey? What vision pulls you forward? Keep that purpose close. It's your anchor in storms. 2. Keep learning and improving. Belief grows when you grow. Study, practice, improve. Every small step builds confidence. 3. Surround yourself with encouragement. If possible, find at least one person who believes in you. A mentor, a friend, a role model. Their faith can fuel your own. 4. Speak your belief out loud. Words have power. Declare your intentions. Remind yourself daily, I am capable. I am worthy. I will succeed. Belief alone does not guarantee success. But without it, success is impossible. When you believe, you take actions others won't. You persist when others quit. You try again after failure. Belief fuels effort. It fuels discipline. Motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. Belief sets the direction. Discipline moves you forward. Consider the story of a young man who dreamed of starting his own business. He shared his vision with friends and family, only to be met with doubt and skepticism. You'll never make it. It's too risky. Why don't you find a safe job? But he believed. He worked hard. He learned every day. And slowly, that business grew. Today, it's a thriving company that employs dozens and serves thousands. The difference? He never stopped believing in himself. Today, I invite you to take this step. Believe in yourself, even if others don't, because your future depends on it. Your growth depends on it. Your happiness depends on it. No one else will do it for you. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose yourself first. Believe when it's lonely. Believe when it's hard. Believe when it doesn't make sense. Because belief is the seed from which success grows. And the beautiful part? You are the gardener. As you move forward, remember, belief in yourself is your greatest asset. Guard it. Nurture it. Live it. Because it will carry you farther than any skill, any talent, or any opportunity. It's not what the world gives you, it's what you do with what you're given that makes the difference. Believe in yourself, even if others don't. That's where every victory begins. Don't wish it were easier. Wish you were better. Doubt is a silent thief. It steals your moments. It robs you of your potential. It whispers, maybe you're not ready. Maybe you don't have what it takes. Maybe you should wait. And while you listen, time keeps moving. The clock doesn't stop. Your life doesn't pause for your hesitation. This is the brutal truth. You cannot afford to waste time waiting for confidence to catch up. Many people wait for certainty. Wait for the perfect moment. Wait for confidence to grow. But the perfect moment? It never comes. Doubt breeds delay. Delay breeds regret. Either you run the day or the day runs you. Time is a resource we cannot renew. Once it passes, it's gone forever. And if you waste it doubting yourself, you lose more than minutes and hours. You lose opportunities, growth, and progress. Doubt is natural. It visits everyone, even the most successful. But what separates those who succeed? They act in spite of their doubts. Here's how. 1. Acknowledge your doubt. Don't pretend it's not there. Name it. Understand it. Doubt is just fear disguised. 2. Commit to action anyway. The key is not to wait for doubt to disappear. It will linger, but you can still move forward. 3. Start small. Start now. You don't need to leap tall buildings. Take one small step. One small action builds momentum. 4. Keep your eyes on your goals. Focus on where you want to go, not on what's holding you back. Action creates momentum. Momentum creates belief. Belief creates results. It's a cycle. When you act despite doubt, you start to build trust with yourself. You prove to yourself that you are capable, and that fuels your confidence to keep going. Motivation is what gets you started. Habit is what keeps you going. Let your action become habit. Confidence is not a prerequisite for success. It is a result of success. You become confident by doing, by trying, by learning from mistakes. If you wait for confidence to come first, you may never start. Learn to enjoy the process. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Let me ask you something. What's the real cost of waiting? Is it comfort? Is it safety? Or is it missed opportunity? I've met too many people who said, I wish I had started sooner. If only I had tried. Don't let that be you. There once was a woman who wanted to write a book. She doubted her talent. She doubted the market. She doubted herself. But she wrote a page a day, a paragraph at a time. Despite the doubt, years later, her book touched thousands of lives. She didn't wait for confidence. She created it. So here's your challenge. Stop wasting time. Start acting right now, even if you doubt yourself. Don't wait for the perfect conditions. Don't wait for the perfect feeling. Take the first step. Take the next step. Keep moving. Because your future is made in the moments you refuse to waste. Remember, doubt is not the enemy. Wasting time island. Turn your doubt into fuel. Turn your hesitation into action. Because in the end, your life does not get better by chance. It gets better by change. And change begins with action. Motivation gets you going, but discipline keeps you growing. Belief is powerful. It starts everything. But belief alone, it's not enough. Too many people say, I believe I can do this, but never act. Or they act only when it's easy. The truth is, success comes to those who do what others won't, who keep going when others quit, who put in the work when others rest, who show up day after day, even when motivation fades. Because belief is only the beginning. Action is the bridge. There's a gap between wanting and having, between dreaming and achieving, between believing and becoming. That gap is action. Belief without action is just wishful thinking. It's a seed planted but never watered. Its potential wasted. You cannot change your destination overnight, but you can change your direction overnight. And that change requires doing. What does it mean to do what others won't? It means making sacrifices. It means showing up even when you don't feel like it. It means pushing through pain, boredom, and distractions. It means taking responsibility for your own success. No excuses. No shortcuts. Discipline is the consistent choice to act. Even when you doubt. Even when you're tired. Even when the world is quiet. Discipline is what separates the winners from the dreamers. Because dreams are easy. Discipline is hard. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. When you discipline yourself to do what others won't, you build momentum. You build confidence. You build success. Consistency is the secret sauce. A small action done every day compounds into massive results. It's better to work a little bit every day than to work a lot one day and nothing the next. The formula is simple, but it's not easy. It requires showing up. It requires commitment. Success is neither magical nor mysterious. Success is the natural consequence of consistently applying basic fundamentals. Consider the story of a young man who dreamed of becoming a speaker. He believed in his message, but he had no experience. Instead of waiting, he practiced every day. He spoke in front of small groups, then bigger ones. He faced rejection. He kept going. Today, he inspires thousands. His success wasn't just belief, it was the doing. The discipline to do what others wouldn't. Belief is your starting line. Action is the race. Discipline is your pace. Today, I challenge you. Don't just believe it, do it. Do the work when no one is watching. Do the extra mile when others stop. Do the hard things that build character. Because doing what others won't is the only way to stand out. The only way to create lasting success. Remember this. Belief lights the fire. Action keeps it burning. Discipline fans the flame. The few who do are the envy of the many who only watch. Be the doer. Be the one who acts. Be the one who turns belief into reality. Let me tell you something that changed my life. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your habits. Yes, you can dream big. Yes, you can believe in yourself. But if your daily habits don't align with that belief, if the people around you don't feed your growth, then your belief becomes a silent wish, a whisper in the wind. Let's talk about this today, my friend. Because belief isn't just a feeling, it's a foundation. And habits are the bricks you lay upon it. Now, I used to think motivation was the key, but I was wrong. Motivation can get you started, but only habits will keep you going. See, belief needs reinforcement. If you say, I believe I can be successful, but you wake up late, skip the reading, avoid hard work, and waste time, you're telling yourself another story. One action at a time. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. And discipline lives in habits. So if you want to believe in yourself more deeply, Start acting like someone who's going somewhere. Read that book every morning. Write your goals every day. Exercise when you don't feel like it. Keep your word when no one's watching. It doesn't have to be massive, just consistent. Belief doesn't grow in chaos. It grows in structure. It grows when your actions whisper, "Yes, I'm serious." Now let's go deeper. Let's talk about where you live mentally and physically. Because the second part of this equation is your environment. Let me ask you something. Who do you spend time with? What kind of conversations do you have? What shows do you watch? What energy are you surrounded by? Because here's a truth that stings a little. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. And if those 5 people don't believe in themselves, if they mock ambition, if they laugh at growth, you will slowly shrink to their level. Even if you don't notice it. You may love your friends. You may care about your family. But if your belief is strong and your environment is weak, you've got to make a choice. Because you either rise above or get pulled back in. You don't have to cut people off. But you do have to limit the time you spend around negativity. Find the people who speak life into you. Find the books that stretch your thinking. Fill your room with reminders of who you're becoming. Every environment either drains your belief or fuels it. And the difference between staying the same or becoming someone extraordinary may come down to what you allow in your world. Start small. Think long term. Now here's the beauty of it all. You don't have to change everything today. You just have to change something. Something small. Something steady. Wake up 30 minutes earlier. Start your day with silence, not your phone. Journal one positive thing you did yesterday. Smile more. Encourage someone. Refuse to gossip. Read 10 pages of something worthwhile. You do that for a week, then 2, then a month. And suddenly, you're not the same person anymore. You're someone with direction, someone with purpose, someone who walks differently because they believe differently. Why? Because belief, real belief, is built by habits. And your habits are shaped by your environment. You can't separate these things, my friend. Belief isn't just in your head. It's in your calendar. It's in your kitchen. It's in your conversations. You want to believe more in yourself? Check your habits. Check your friends. Check your daily routine. That's where belief lives. Don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high. Raise the bar for yourself. Not in your dreams, but in your discipline. Not just in your mind, but in your habits. And once you do that, you'll discover something powerful. That belief isn't just about feeling good. It's about doing good day after day until greatness becomes who you are. That's the power of positive habits. That's the power of the right environment. That's how belief becomes unshakable. Let's go build it. Let me tell you, my friend, belief is not just something you talk about. It's not just something you write in a journal. It's something you live every single day. You see, the real magic doesn't happen when you just believe. It happens when you begin to live like you believe. When your actions match your faith in yourself. When your daily routine reflects your vision, not your fears. And here's the truth. You don't become great by accident. You don't wake up successful by surprise. Success is built. Life is designed. And belief, real belief, is the foundation. Don't wish it was easier. Wish you were better. That's what I told myself. And when I started working on me, everything else began to change. Have you ever noticed that most people tiptoe through life, hoping to make it safely to death? That's not living. That's surviving. Living as a believer means you no longer shrink to fit someone else's expectations. You no longer need permission to grow, to lead, to shine. You stop asking for approval because you already gave it to yourself. You see, belief doesn't require outside validation. It requires inner decision. You don't just live on accident. You wake up with a plan. You get up with purpose. You show up with intention. Here's a secret. People who believe in themselves design their day. They ask, how can I grow today? They say, I will not go to bed tonight until I've earned the pillow. And let me tell you, when you do this long enough, you start transforming. Your life shifts. People notice, not because you told them, but because they can see it. You see, belief is built with bricks, and those bricks are your habits, discipline, consistency, effort. One of the greatest lessons I ever learned is this: affirmation without discipline is the beginning of delusion. You can stand in front of the mirror and say, I believe in myself 100 times a day. But if your actions don't follow your words, nothing will change. Believers wake up early. Believers do the hard things. Believers say no to what's easy so they can say yes to what's right. And let me tell you, that kind of discipline transforms not just your day, it transforms your destiny. You don't need to prove yourself when your life speaks for you. People will ask you, how did you do it? And you'll smile, not because you got lucky, but because you decided to live with courage. You decided to say yes to hard work. You decided to walk a path most wouldn't dare. That's what belief does. It makes you bold. It makes you resilient. It makes you ready. My friend, you were not meant to live in the shadows. You were not designed to just exist. You were made to live fully, to become someone you're proud of, to rise, to lead, to influence. If you don't like where you are, change it. You're not a tree. Believe in yourself. But more than that, live like it. Let the way you carry yourself speak louder than any words. Let your commitment inspire others to begin their own journey. Because when you live as a believer, you don't just change your life. You give others the permission to believe in theirs. That's the power of belief, lived out loud. That's the life of a true believer. Let's go live it. Now let me leave you with this. Your future doesn't begin tomorrow. It begins today. It begins the moment you say, I believe in me. You see, belief, it's not just a feeling, it's a foundation. It's the root of discipline, the fuel for action, and the soil where your dreams grow. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? If you don't take responsibility for your future, who should? You've got the tools. You've got the time. And most importantly, you've got the choice. Don't just wish for a better life. Don't just hope success comes knocking on your door. Stand up, open the door, and go meet it. You don't have to be perfect, but you do have to be committed. You do have to be consistent. And you do have to believe every single day. Because when you live as a believer, you walk with purpose. You speak with confidence. You lead with clarity. And you inspire others not by what you say, but by how you live. This is your time. This is your season. Don't just survive, thrive. Now go. Go believe in yourself so deeply that doubt packs up and leaves for good. And as I've said before, don't join an easy crowd. You won't grow. Go where the expectations and the demands to perform are high. So expect more from yourself. Demand excellence from your days. And don't forget, you were designed for greatness. It's time to live like it. Thank you